How you doing, folks? How you been? Have you been seeing? How you really looked into my videos? And have you really just thought about how this guy know everything what's gonna happen all the way down to the end of it? How did I know things were gonna happen before it happened? Dates don't lie. Didn't I tell you if that coronavirus won't gone by August or July, you got something to worry about. Now it's gonna come like this. It gonna be a mass sweep of life every dang on winter now. But in the summer, why you think people get into Florida so much? Cause then I tell you, I was thinking the sun killed it off, but I said if it don't, the sun gonna make it more battle because of famine, and then people sweat more, so your glands open more to susceptible to get more virus, and people like in work now got to go to work. Don't know if people getting tested for virus. See, I know the person today. Somebody got tested at their job for coronavirus, and they've been hiding it from I guess the big corporates for so long. It started spreading, and like two or three people have been confirmed now. You know, and this is going on like everywhere. Like a mask is not made to protect you. Even said on the box, it's not. It will not protect you for all this. Cause if it get in your eyes, you fuck too. So the mask is not protecting people. People still getting the coronavirus just as like it ain't nothing. In them factories and mostly in the factories because you sweat a lot and then it's already hot summer. So you thinking about you got the hot sweat on you. You got people around and you passing stuff from left to right for people and they sweating. They sweat glands off their arms and stuff, landing on different stuff and getting people sick. I'm telling you, I know stuff. And you never know. Then people coming up in systematic. That means like you can read them, and then they might don't be testing positive, or they might have a high fever, and the manager just might let it go, and then a couple of days later that person be confirmed, and you got all these other people that's at risk. And you paying them $9 an hour, which you should be paying people double what they making. You should be paying if a person making $10 an hour, that job should be paying them people $20 an hour to come to them condition comes to life threatening, and they could be exposed and expose their family members. And you know what coming out of that? All lawsuits. Cause the lawyer, all it takes, a lawyer said, if you at a job and if somebody around you getting tested for coronavirus, and if they be confirmed, and then if you get sick, they ain't gonna, and then you go to the doctor, you can sue them. That's the only way you can sue. Or you just gotta endure going to work and risking your life, or just quit. Like it's only quit or endure going to risking your life, because a lot of people ain't surviving it. And I told you people like everything I said came true. Every single thing I was talking about, the riots. Remember I was talking about the riots. How did I know George Floyd was going? I didn't know about that, but I was predicting the riots though. Go back to my videos, you will see. I'm about to start Revelation back up again. I might about to start Revelation tomorrow, you know, and get back into the Revelation so we can go and finish out the Revelation and interpret that in my terms from God, and only, what I'm saying, only from Him. So I only channel straight to Him and He channels straight to me. That's why I know things that happen before it happens. Cause I'm living in the world and my mind just percepting faster than a computer, and it just predicting stuff that's positive and true. That's all it is. My mind feeding the stuff all in the world at one time, and what I'm saying, whatever I see, whatever, then it projects what it is. Now you see, then I said a purge was coming. Then I tell you the purge is coming. I was the first one on YouTube that said that back then when this coronavirus hit, cause I know the future. I told you. Now you see the riots going on. Now they got you out there. Now they know how to make you mad. Now they know how to tick you off. Now they know how to drop the bomb. Now they know what the agenda is. Now they know how to make you mad. All we gotta do is go kill a black man. All we gotta do is get a black man to kill a white man, and then it will spark the war, the race war that's bound to come. But I'm kind of iffy about that because you see, all the heritage pride has been wiped away and being wiped away on a one more flag stands, and that flag will be wiped away soon. And you know, and people really probably ain't gonna take that lightly. You know, there's gonna be a lot of protesting. There's gonna be a lot of protesting because of it. There's gonna be a lot of freedom of speech because of it. But it's gonna be like, you gotta think about it. That flag was like a hatred flag for black folks, just like the Jews had a Nazi flag was a hatred for flag for them. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in them terms, and like people trying to move into a better future, like a like more all world future, like everybody matters. But a lot of people might, like, you might can take the flag away, but you will never take the heart away or how somebody feel about their opinion. So free speech can always be at hand and always be the main thing these days. That probably gonna go free speech. Well, you would soon you would not have no free speech because it would be different laws. Even if you it gonna just be more ways to get money, but it's another law. It's gonna be another law, you know, soon because you already see it was going, and soon it will be a 1 million man march again, where all blacks will march on Washington D.C. And you see now how they got the Black Lives Matter logo going all the way up to the White House. You know what that means? I bet you if a 1 million man march occurs, it will be on that street all the way up to the White House. And it's no way that police will subside 1 million man march. You would have to have so many police on standby. You would have to have police from other countries, I mean other cities, just to dang on all the police from most of the cities, just to dang on sustain the crowd. And imagine the aftermath of 1 million man march in our era, how black folks and how the young folks will react, and how that anarchy will occur because of it, and how other minorities and ethnicities will march and they right and what they going through, how the Mexicans and how the Latinos will march on how the day is getting wrongdoing because they can't come into the country, and how the blacks will march because of the wrongdoings and injustice that had put upon them, and then how the whites will march on their pride and what has been taken and script from them, and but you got to think about it. Everybody got sides. Like, it's good white people and it's good black people. You know, these days it's just how you live. It's just how you live. Like America is like a different kind of people. You know, you go to other countries. You rather see most people from other countries. Most people were born in that country and they rooted off their heritage. It's not a really a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, but we go to America, it got told so many races bumping beside each other. Like, you know it's bound to dang gonna be some kind of clashes soon. And you know, as you can see, if you go to any pawn shop now, you would not find no ARs in the pawn shop. Why is all the ARs getting bought out of the pawn shop? Something is going on, and something is going to happen soon. I'm telling you, because these other, sides, or other entities, not gonna stand by and just let this keep going past. Like, you see now, you see how the Maleficent the Black Panthers is coming out, and the all the militias in different cities come out, and then now you seeing all the other cities in the white neighborhoods and stuff. They doing the same thing. Basically, we just copying each other, but coming up to a point where it ain't gonna be no more copy. It gonna be some confrontation, you know, because soon that's what they want. Now you see all people like got the masks on. Now you see got people already got their guns all out on the streets like the purge. You know what I'm saying? And now you see different people hating different races or what they don't like in the world or what they want to exterminate themselves. You see it. Don't you see the dang on the dollar is just running away? Don't you see how much money is being made off of masks? I would never wear a mask because I ain't wore 1 cent because of the fact I'd rather let my body, my own natural immunes fight, my own viruses fight off of viruses. Because if I got a mask on, I'm gonna have low breathing. That in turns I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, lower immune system in my terms, and I feel so much better when I don't have a mask on. You know, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it. I mean, ain't no mask gonna stop me from getting it. Like it even tells you on the box, it won't stop you for coronavirus. It won't stop you from aging because of the fact it's just blocking your mouth. I mean, it's just really part of blocking you from maybe spitting on somebody or talking on somebody, but you know what I'm saying? These days, if you got the gene, if your body good, and you know your Lord, and you know you got God genes, you don't worry about things like that because you know your body can fight things, and you know you're gonna see how your body gonna fight things in the past. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person that never ever gets sick, never. Perfect athlete person, perfect gene, perfect body. You know, and I never dang gonna judge another person on who they is, if they black or white or anything. I judge you on how you act towards me and how I act towards you. You know, a left and right world, right and wrong world. You know what I'm saying? So now you're seeing all the Karen videos coming out where people just keep copying people, but it's something gonna end up terrible, end up happening to some of them people if they keep going out and doing them videos and thinking the law is always gonna be there for them. Like some people just don't care about the law. So it's just better to just like keep your opinions to yourself, cause soon people will be getting felons just for making um false calls on people, and if any racial thing, it will be a felon. It's coming soon. I'm telling you some real talk. And that, like, if you in a workplace or anything, if you get out of line, then you can be penalized up to such amount of money soon. I'm telling you, I know. And another thing, like the police force is getting dismantled, right? You know, it's a shame, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know some good police officers and I came across some bad police. All police is not bad, you know, but it's good they had to root out the ones, like if they got to fire every policeman and rebuild the police force I told them that on the way it gonna work, you gotta have minorities. Like you can't just have two white police officer riding together. You gotta have a black and you gotta have a white police officer ride together, or a Mexican and a black police officer ride together. You know what I'm saying? It should be not two minorities making decisions at a black person house, and it's two white people pull up and probably from the suburbs somewhere think they know the situation. You need people that's been in that situation and just want to change and end up being police officers for the right things, and gonna be in them situations. Learn from police backgrounds, learn from where they came from, and then where you can put them at. You might can put them back in the same communities where they already know people from and can police from. That have good standing with them people because they already know them. It's a lot of things you can do, you know. But the first thing is to root out all the people. You need to do background checks on every single policeman in the whole force of the United States first. That will root out. You need to do background Facebook check, Facebook recognition on every police officer and see where and Facebook IP address and everything, and see where the sites they own, and see, and then do your judgment after that, and then make a software where you can do it, and like you can do 100,000 police scans in less than 2 or 3 minutes from a software that do for face recognition and base data and IP data and phone data and everything. It must be done, but to root out, the FBI must do it to root out to all the injustice, because if they don't, it would take, if another George Floyd happened, but I don't think that will happen no more, because of the fact I think I think the courts see how real it is now, and they is not taking that from any police officer now. It's like the old days is for the police. Is like the old Wild Wild West days. It's over for the policemen, because they can just get one complaint now, and then it can spark a whole riot off of it. So the governments don't want that no more. They want people to go back to peace. That's why they're trying to do the right thing towards the people, and I commend them for that, because this the only time in history, in my history, that I've seen real change, and real change occurring after all the George Floyd's before George Floyd, happened, and all the injustice that happened to other minorities in different ways too. You know, you know, I mean, the violence just gotta stop. You know, if the violence stop, you know, maybe we could find a solution. And I seen in New York where the Latinos and the blacks, they came together. They trying to come together, because you don't understand. Right now, all the gangs is dang gone divided between each other. All the gangs must come together, because soon, like I mean, soon it's gonna be you against the government, because soon they gonna start going against the gangs then, and they gonna start anybody who in the gang, they gonna give them a felon for now off gate. So they gonna make people just stop going to gangs, because I already know it's coming, because I read about it already. How they gonna implement, if you a known gang member, they gonna implement, they gonna give you a 3 strike law, and then if you but this gonna be nationwide, not just in one or two. It's gonna be a 3 strike law. But if they know that you already had pending charges, they can just go on and put that on you, because of the fact you already know the penalties of it. Because they about to root out, really, gangs about to be abolished soon, because of the fact they gonna root out all the gangs, because of the fact it's just, you know what I'm saying. So they're gonna root out all of them first, and then they're gonna try to dismantle everybody, and then they're gonna come for our guns, because you see it already. They just waiting for us to really pop off ourselves, to start our own, bickering between each other for no reasons, and a lot of stuff will come from that, from the George Floyd and all that. George Floyd did on the one I see that really changed the world. Like, people just got tired of it, and won't change. Well, everybody won't change in their way in change. So it's only got to go one way, and one way is forward, and free for all, and free voice for all, but at the same time a peaceful protest. So you won't look like the villain. Cause did you see, like a couple of days ago, the man bringing the AR-15 at some bikers? Did you see a couple of days ago that um that they stormed the Capitol building? I mean, a building, Capitol building. Craig. I think his name was Clay, and Kathy or something. And Kathy or something was holding the gun, and the people walked on their property, was protesting, and he had an AR-15 pointed at him, and his girlfriend, his wife had a 38 pointed at the protesters. It's it and don't And don't you see right there? Didn't that look just like a purge out the purge scene right there? When you seen that guy on that top of that dang on that old building with an AR-15 pointing it down at protesters. Like, do you remember them federal governments that was riding around getting everybody? Like, I be looking at stuff like that. Like, it's like it was an image out of the dang on purge. Like, but you already see people wearing masks and like I told you. Like, eventually, you know what I'm saying? Didn't I tell you that eventually they're gonna try to do mandatory vaccines, but they were trying to test and see how we would take it first, and then try to implement it. But 9 or 10, nobody would go along with it. Now they already see that, so it might can come in the future. But I heard Bill Gates was trying to offer Africa $1 billion to do mandatory vaccines testing, and they gave his money back, and they try to get him for war crimes. So I don't know where it's going, people. But I told you I would never take no vaccine. I'm fine without it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get it regardless. So that I don't need nothing else in my body that I don't need. You know what I'm saying? My body came to this world to fight everything, and it will continue to fight everything by its natural ways. So um, you know, just be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Just pray every day. Pray to the Most High, the one that looked upon you, the one that watches on upon you when when you doing bad and you need Him in a good way. Your rent might get paid or anything. You know what I'm saying. Just keep Him in your prayers and tell Him to anoint you. Two angels that protect you on your path in life forever, and they protect you from evil things before it happen or anything like that. Point your own angels to you, you know, like I do. But these days, right now, how Trump trying to do, trying to how he opened up the people. I told you if they open up this government, you're gonna have so many people gone. Don't make no sense. And was I right? I was right, Warner. Was I right? I told they can't let the government stay closed forever because they losing so much money as it is. And then they gave us the stimulus checks. And I feel like we may get one more stimulus check, but it's slim to none because they really ain't saying that about the stimulus check because they holding it back because they trying to get all the money up before they announce it. That's all they're doing, you know. It'll boost the economy, like it will boost the economy, but only way it's gonna boost the economy if you can use that money and like you'll have to use that money in a store somewhere to boost the economy, cause most people ain't gonna use that money in those stores, and most people ain't gonna do what they want with the money. They ain't gonna buy nothing at those stores, so boosting the economy ain't gonna really matter to most people, cause most people gonna take their money and do something else with it. They might do da da da, but they might take their money and do other stuff, you know, the underground stuff. So it's good to have it. It's good to get it, but I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't heard nothing about that debt collapse. Remember about a year or two ago, they held back the debt. Imagine now. We probably down there bankrupt. I don't think we down the bankrupt because we got so much asset where we can sell off. We got so much. See, America would never be broke because you got to understand they got so much technology and assets where they can sell to other countries like secrets for billions of dollars. Like they got so much vehicles and different stuff they could just sell. They can sell off. They can sell off their old army stuff. You know what I'm saying? America is not stupid, and people who run America is not stupid. Like the people in the White House and all the government officials, all that, they is not the runners. The runners is the bankers, the ones that hold the money, the ones that it chain and link into a higher archer of numbers in the world of Masons. Even higher than Masons, because the one that holds the most money, the one that holds the most numbers, is the most king upon all. You know, but it's like my the numbers man tune in page. That's my page if you want to get some money. Like that first video, like you can get all the pit 3, pit 4, cash 5, win for life, everything, every lotto in the whole wide world. I made it myself, you know. So you can get all the numbers on the whole world in the whole world in that one. But the second video you can get, you know, innies and pit 3s, innies every single day, every drawing. Just pick it out the box. So yeah, so I found ways, cause I'm at a high stature of illumination, as you can see, cause I can perceive and predict. All right, see you.